The Type B drone is a large, Advanced Uncrewed Combat Aerial Vehicle (UCAV) revealed by China during a military parade on September 3, 2025. It stands out as the most sophisticated and fighter-like among a group of new drone designs presented publicly for the first time. Its appearance signals a decisive move toward fielding high-performance, low-observable combat drones that could eventually carry out missions traditionally performed by manned fighters. The drone is roughly comparable in size to the J-10, a medium-weight multirole fighter, but it differs radically in layout and purpose. Its tailless, sharply angular planform suggests a focus on aerodynamic efficiency and stealth, indicating that the platform is not merely a reconnaissance system but a fully combat-capable aircraft designed for use in high-threat environments. The lack of vertical stabilizers, the broad, delta-shaped wing with cropped tips, and the seamless blending of wing and fuselage are all consistent with radar-evading objectives. The entire structure is shaped to minimize the aircraft's radar cross-section from multiple angles, particularly in the frontal and side aspects. One of the most notable aerodynamic features is the use of diverterless supersonic intakes (DSI) located on the sides of the fuselage. These inlets are positioned just behind the aircraft's sharp nose section and are shaped with pronounced chines, horizontal surface extensions that flow back from the nose into the intakes. DSIs are a modern design solution intended to manage airflow at high speeds while also reducing the radar signature compared to traditional intake configurations. The presence of DSIs implies the drone is built for supersonic flight or at least very high subsonic speeds, as they are optimized for such performance ranges. Their integration into the body without protruding features also reflects an effort to reduce drag and radar detectability. The drone is powered by a single large engine, evident from the prominent rear exhaust nozzle. The nozzle itself is serrated at both the inner and outer edges, a design approach increasingly used in stealth aircraft to scatter radar waves and reduce thermal emissions. While not as stealth-optimized as a two-dimensional or shielded exhaust, the serrated nozzle suggests a balancing act between maintaining low observability and maximizing thrust. The nozzle extends beyond the wing trailing edge and is flanked by pointed fairings that further streamline the aft section and manage exhaust flow. This configuration hints at the possibility of an afterburning engine, which would allow for rapid acceleration and supersonic dashes. Underneath the fuselage, the drone appears to house internal weapons bays. This is indicated by the visible panel lines and spacing consistent with bomb bay doors seen on other stealth aircraft. Internal carriage of weapons is critical to preserving a stealth profile during combat operations, especially in air-to-air engagements or first strike missions. This capability would place the Type B drone in a select class of UCAVs, intended not just for support or reconnaissance but for direct offensive roles, including air superiority and strike missions. Given the scale of the airframe and the spacing of the panels, it is plausible that the drone can carry a range of munitions, from air-to-air missiles to precision-guided bombs. Beneath the nose is an electro-optical sensor system housed in a fixed fairing. This chin-mounted sensor is a key feature for modern strike platforms, providing real-time visual targeting data, infrared imaging, and possibly laser designation capability. Its placement and shape are reminiscent of the F-35's electro-optical targeting system, EOTS, suggesting a similar mission. Function: identifying and engaging targets while maintaining stealth. The presence of this system also reinforces the assumption that the drone is capable of autonomous or semi-autonomous targeting, rather than relying on external platforms or operators for target acquisition. Structurally, the airframe presents a high degree of completion. Panel alignment, surface finishing, and design detailing suggest the model displayed was not a crude mock-up but either a functional prototype or an accurate full-scale representation of a working design. Unlike earlier mock-ups displayed in military parades that often lacked control surfaces or had rough construction, the Type B drone includes movable surfaces on the trailing edge of the wings, access panels, sensor fairings, and other features typically associated with operational or near-operational aircraft. There are no visible hardpoints, antennas, or protrusions, maintaining a smooth, clean surface suitable for reducing both radar and infrared signatures. Its unveiling in a national parade, rather than in a controlled testing environment or air show, indicates an intentional decision to project confidence in technological maturity. The Type B drone is presented not as an experimental platform hidden from view, but as a symbol of advancement in uncrewed air combat capability. While its true flight status is not publicly confirmed, and there is no available footage of it taking off, landing, or operating in the field, its physical presentation reflects a level of seriousness and commitment to eventual deployment. The drone's size, stealth shaping, and onboard systems indicate a mission profile focused on penetrating defended airspace, conducting precision strikes, and possibly engaging in air-to-air combat roles typically reserved for piloted fifth-generation fighters. It lacks cockpit provisions and associated pilot life support systems, which allows for internal volume to be used for fuel, electronics, and payload, increasing its range and endurance. This would enable it to operate at longer ranges and potentially loiter over target areas longer than manned equivalents. Unlike smaller drones designed to be expendable or launched in swarms, the Type B appears to be a high-value asset. Its features imply advanced manufacturing processes, high-performance components, and sophisticated onboard systems, making it more akin to a manned stealth fighter in terms of complexity. It could be used independently or networked with other air and ground assets in a coordinated battlespace, with autonomy enabling it to navigate, avoid threats, and complete missions with limited human input. Its introduction represents a shift in design philosophy away from simple drone support roles toward true uncrewed air combat platforms capable of full-spectrum operations. The Type B drone is not just a sensor platform or a missile truck, it is a combat system intended to survive and operate in environments where enemy air defenses and fighters are active. The implications of such a platform are significant, as it reduces the risk to human pilots, expands the operational envelope, and potentially overwhelms adversaries by forcing them to counter threats that do not require a human in the loop. In the broader context of airpower development, the Type B drone symbolizes a move toward a new era in which air superiority is no longer defined solely by manned fighters. Instead, high-performance uncrewed systems like this one are being designed to conduct missions independently, challenge traditional aircraft, and shape the future of combat aviation. Whether it enters full production or remains in a prototype stage, its design and public debut represent a strategic statement and a clear indicator of where air combat development is heading.